Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today, in honor of tomorrow being beltane, I'm going to show you guys a beltane incense recipe. Now what you're going to need, if you don't have these exact ingredients, you can substitute for things that you do have. First thing you're going to need is red bud. So if you don't have any of these herbs, like I said, you can substitute them for anything that you have related to spring. Any type of flower, any type of herb, but try to get the base down. So we need 1 scoop of, so in my mortar and pestle, I've got some chamomile from my garden. It is already dried out, so, oops. So leave that in there. And then the next thing you need is, like I said, some red bud. I got one of these scoops. It's about a tablespoon, so probably about 1 or 2 tablespoons of the red bud. I did 2. The next thing you're going to need is some mugwort. Now, I only have a tad bit of this left, so let me grab my other one. Now this is mugwort mixed with artemisia, and I think that's it. It's from my garden. I grew it and I harvested it already, and it's already dried out, so it's just the artemisia and the mugwort. So since I don't have that much of other mugwort, I'm going to just use a little bit of this. I used 2 heaping tablespoons of that. And then you're going to need star anise. You can use the powder, or you can, if you've got the actual thing, use one of these, or you can substitute for cinnamon if you don't like this smell. I myself am not a big fan of star anise, so I'm probably not going to use that one. I'm going to use some cinnamon, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my cinnamon sticks here. I just buy these from the grocery store, and, you know, I use 1 cinnamon stick. Now, these are, sometimes if they're fresh, they can be really hard to bust up, and you always want to try to break them up before you put them in your mortar and pestle. From experience, if you hit a full stick, it's going to go flying everywhere, so don't do that. Okay, so we got that. The next thing you're going to need is, I've got some grape hyacinth. This recipe, like I said, can be customized with what you have. If you don't have these exact ingredients, just use what you have. Just go by intuition. Now, and the next thing I'm going to use is a scoop of bergamot, which is a flower, and it smells really nice. Has like a mellow, almost vanilla scent to it. So I'm going to use 2 scoops of that because I really like the smell when it burns. These are some dianthus flowers. They're blue dianthus. So we're going to use a few of those for color and spring vitality. The next thing I'm going to use is some purple henbit. This says yarrow, but it's not yarrow in there. It's henbit. This is one of the plants that I showed you guys how to forage for. It's just henbit from my yard, so I'll put that in there. And then the last thing you're going to need is some orange peel. Now, whenever you eat an orange or whatever, just save the peel and dry it out, and you can rip it up into small little pieces, or you can use scissors or whatever, and just break it up into little bits. You can use orange slices. You can use the zest of an orange, just any type of citrus, really. You can use lemon. You can use lemon pepper if you want, but the best is some orange. It retains the smell of orange, so you can, when you're burning it, you can really get that smell. While I'm doing this, I will read to you guys some correspondences for beltane. So the symbols, of course, beltane is on May 1st. The symbols that represent beltane are bonfires, maypoles, goddess and god figurine, goats, rabbits, honeybees, fairies, satyrs, herbs and flowers for representing. So these herbs and flowers, you can use a mixture of any of these herbs and flowers I'm about to read off to you. Oak leaves, birch, forsythia, dandelion, crocus, tulips, violets, rowan, hawthorn, mint, dill, mugwort, coltsfoot, rosemary, lilac, roses, cinnafolk, daisy, cowslip. But also, where is it at? Like I said, anise, orange peel, redbud, stones and gems that represent this holiday. Bloodstone, jasper, rose quartz, orange, carnelian, emerald, sapphire. The deities are Oak King, Green Man, Pan, Flora, Gaia, and Danu. Foods, spring greens, salads, strawberries, beltane cake, red and pink wines, cherries, dairy, honey, and bread. So yeah, those are all of the correspondences that I have written down in my Book of Shadows. Obviously, there's plenty more. Just do your own research and really just go by what your intuition tells you to do with as far as like ingredients and your ritual. You can just make it really personal. Every year on Beltane, I have a bonfire, and you do a cleansing when you jump over the bonfire. That's a ritual cleansing. So this is what my mixture looks like so far. Very colorful. So we're going to take the pestle and we will just pound it out. You want to get it nice and all mixed together and as finely ground as you can. Of course, don't sit there and break your back trying to get this all like a powder consistency. Like obviously you can do that. And then if you get it to a powder consistency, you can mix it with essential oils and make your own incense cones. That's always fun. And then after you've got it all mixed together, you add some frankincense and myrrh. Frankincense and myrrh is really good to lift the mood. It helps with any type of sad, depressed moods or fatigue. It just helps make things feel a little brighter and more merry and yeah, a little less depressing. And then the essential oils that I like to add to my Beltane recipes are orange and clove bud. This clove bud smells delicious, and when it's mixed with all of these, especially with the cinnamon, it brings such a warm, rich scent that is really pleasing to the nose. I'm the type of person who is really sensitive to smells, so like all of this stuff right here that I'm making is not overpowering. Just make sure you have like your window crack. Sorry, I've got this my cauldron right here with some incense in it, some frankincense and myrrh. But yeah, like I can't stand overpowering smells. So you just want to make sure you have some type of ventilation in your home. You never want to burn sage or any type of herbs in a closed environment. One, it's just not good for you. Two, it's not beneficial to the spell. anytime you are doing anything with smoke, you want to have a way for it to escape your home, to lift the negative energies out. Sorry, I have like a hair in my mouth. You want to have the negative energies go out the door or out the window. You don't want the smoke to sit around and swirl in your home. So you guys, I'm going to put a little bit of this on this little charcoal briquette. You can get packs of these, boxes of these for about $10 for 100 of them on Amazon. Really, really helpful when making your own incenses and doing your own rituals. See, I am a solitary witch. I've tried to do the coven thing and it just wasn't for me. The energies are too much and I can't focus on what I want to be bringing out of a condensed ritual or a multi-person ritual, a coven. So always follow your intuition with witchcraft. That is the biggest thing with it. You want to, if there's things that, so people, they always ask me, new witches, they're always asking me, how do you know what to buy? How do you know what crystals to buy? How do you know what incenses to buy? Listen, go into a witchcraft store or go on Amazon or go on online, wherever, and just buy what calls to you. Whatever you're drawn to, buy it and then research it, because more than likely, through my own experience and the experience of others, it's what you need. Your own divine higher self and your spirit guides and everything will guide you to what you're needing in that present moment, always. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This smells really good. Please enjoy your time at home with your children and, you know, grow a garden, do things that you always wanted to do but never had time to do. Right now is the time for change, and we're all in a consciousness shift. The universe is all forcing us to go and look within and remember what's really important. So yeah, try something new, make yourself an incense. If you have any questions or video suggestions that you would like to see from me, please leave them down below. You can follow me on Instagram at the Hallow Grove Apothecaries. And I hope to see you guys soon. Love you guys. Bye.